Happy summer and welcome to Field of Fork. This is a very special episode with my Ingles table guest, Deborah Adams. Welcome to the show, Deborah.
Thank you for having me at your beautiful home and farm. Forest. It's God's country.
Well,
here.
The Northeast Georgia mountains is really known for our beautiful mountains and farm and river.
Yes, fishing.
And I'm just so excited you're here.
I'm happy to be
you are
here.
part of the Ingles Table. The Ingles Table is a magazine and a group of home chefs, and I've invited you here today and tell the audience what you plan to do.
Today I'm going to cook a French onion and leek tart. And it's so simple, and when you get through with it, it's very fancy, and all your friends will love it.
And guess what? Vidalia onions are in season.
Yes, and that's the perfect onion for this tart.
Oh, I know this is going to make a perfect pairing for any meat, especially. What do you normally pair it with?
Well, I like it for brunch with fruit, or you can use it as an appetizer, or you can have it as a meal with salad. You could,
Nice.
You could throw on, you could use it as a side dish.
Well, it looks very, very healthy. It's beautiful. And for the recipe, Deborah's got the recipe in this magazine. Go to your local Ingles Deli. This is where this is found. And there's a lot of other chefs that have their recipes in here. And we try to stay in season. But if you're looking for something quick, easy, healthy, then you need to try this recipe. So let's get started.
Okay. I have started with 3 sweet onions and 3 leeks, and I have sliced those. I put 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt. We are sweating these.
Oh, it smells so good in here.
We're not actually sauteing. We're just trying to get all the moisture out of the onions.
Right.
So they'll be sweet.
And for the tart too,
Yes.
the moisture.
For the crust.
For the crust,
we
right.
we need the moisture out to keep the crust fresh. Okay, I'm going to show you how I cut this Vidalia onion.
Okay.
Mother Nature has helped us with this. I'm going to first take off the root.
And I love Vidalia onions.
I do
They
too.
are in season, and I love to stuff them. I love, just to have them on the grill. Onion rings, just it's really, really nice to get things farm fresh.
That's for sure.
So-
And there's no fresher place in Georgia to get
Right.
them.
So you were born in Tennessee, right?
I was born in Tennessee. I was actually born in Ohio, and I was raised in Tennessee. And both my parents' families had farms.
Right.
So I grew up always having access to big gardens.
And he was a butcher. Your dad was
My
a
dad
butcher.
was a butcher by trade. He owned a grocery store, and he owned a little grub pub.
Tell us how you became part of the Ingles Table, Deborah.
Well, I became part of the Ingles Table when my daughter Jasmine Queen introduced me to it.
The Queen.
Yes, the Ingles Table Queen.
I love your daughter.
Yes.
Jasmine brings
Yes.
so much life and personality. She's a lot like I am in so many ways, and I just love her.
She's bubbly.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well,
And,
I knew about Ingles through her, and Knoxville, Tennessee, which is the next town up from where I live in Tennessee, we're opening a new Ingles stores, and that's how I kind of became involved in it, because I live in Tennessee, and they wanted a chef, a food expert that lived nearby that could come in and show some recipes.
well, they couldn't have found a better one, y'all.
There I
because
was.
everything I've seen that you've prepared is really, really nice. French. You did go to France. We got to share that with the audience.
Yes.
I went to France and I took some cooking classes too. Where did you go?
I went to Saint Remy in Provence to a school called Seasons of Provence Culinary Arts School.
So how long were you there?
I was only there a month. It's not a certified course, but it's taught by a culinary professional.
Yeah, why not go to France?
So
that's awesome.
So I had always been interested in cooking in France, so I made that a goal of mine to be in France by the time I was 50. So that's where I went.
Well, you did. Hey, all your dishes look amazing. So
Well, thank you.
we're gonna cut this onion and
Yes.
started?
We just cut these in slices, cut it in half, and if you'll notice, Mother Nature showed us where to make our slices.
Right.
Just follow the little green lines, and you will have about 3 millimeter thick slices there. And you do that to 3 of those, and then we need to cut up our leek.
Make sure you wash the leek.
Tip number 1. And Mother Nature showed us where to cut the leek too. You will notice on every leek stem, I cut off the bad part of the stem.
Right.
But when it splits, cut it about 1 inch from there. And sometimes they're very tough, like that one is. And then we're going to cut off the root. And then we're going to slice it in the middle. And back to Abby's point, this is where you really need to be sure you wash it well. Cut off plenty of the root so it separates.
There
and
you
you're
go.
going to run this under cold running water.
Okay.
And when they're nice and clean, we're going to cut those in little half rounds. And we'll have 3 of those in here with the Vidalia onions. Now these have been sweating with the lid on for about 20 minutes. So I've taken the lid off. We're going to put in our Mediterranean herbs and salt and pepper to taste. Stir that up, and the next step we'll be putting in our green onions, and they only go in for about 10 minutes because they're little. And usually I'll use more than this, but these are pretty good size.
Those are big.
Onions, so
They're normally half that size.
exactly. So we're going to do those sort of like the leeks and just cut each one in half. And then we're just going to chop.
What do you like most about being on the Ingles table?
You know, I really like the thought that Ingles does so much for the communities where their stores are.
Absolutely.
Not
With
only-
COVID, my goodness, I can't commend the stores, the drivers, everybody that I've come in contact with. They have been just, they go out of their way to help every customer. They're very conscientious, very caring, very, I don't know another store out there that cares about their community, their customers like they do.
And they have outreach programs. I love their tools for schools.
Right.
Because if you use your Ingles card in the store, they're going to contribute some money to the local schools.
And that's great.
And they also contribute to food for children.
Yeah, education is important.
Very, children and education. So that's great. But then I get to meet people like Abby J, and I get to hang out with my daughter, and hey.
And make a lot of new friends. And
Exactly.
I like it because it's always something that you can create and share with others that are learning how to incorporate ingredients and make easy recipes. We don't try to make it hard, we make it easy.
That's exactly my point. And sometimes there's one real simple little thing that makes it work perfectly, and nobody knows about it. And that's why I'm going to show you about this tart.
Okay.
To start with your crust, while these are finishing up, you know what? We should probably go ahead and drain these. And I'll show you how to do the pie crust. I'll put those right in there.
Here, I'll help.
Thank you. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. All right. To begin with, you put your pie crust in the tart pan, run it at the sides. You take a fork and you dock it to let the steam escape, so you'll have a place for your filling to go. And this is especially important to keep the pie crust down so your filling will fit in. I put parchment paper, fill it with beans, cook it for 400 for 15 minutes, take it out, let it cool.
Another good cooking tip.
And that is a tip a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah.
So you take those out and we're ready to add our filling. And it's just that simple. You're going to put this in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes.
It looks delicious.
And let it cool a little bit, and you're ready to have brunch, lunch, appetizers.
Okay,
Or a snack on the deck.
All right. We're going to put this in the oven and we'll be right back.
From all of us at Ingles, we just want to say thanks so much for your support. Because when you support us, you're supporting hundreds of local farms and businesses in the states we call home. You see, that's where we source as much of our food as possible. From our local dairies to grass-fed beef to organic produce to bakeries just around the corner. We really are one team and one community. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Shop securely. Work effectively. Learn at lightning speed. Kinetic by Windstream has made major investments in our network in your community, so you can be completely connected at home. Connect to great offers for business or home at windstream.com.
Welcome back to Field Fork, and we just took out this delicious French onion and leek tart, and wow, does it look delicious.
Thank you, thank you. I've added some fresh herbs to the top just for a little extra flavor.
Nice, I can smell the rosemary.
Right. And if you would like some more recipes, see our Ingles magazine for more great recipes, tricks, and tips. And it's at ingles-markets.com. Come and see us.
Oh, thank you, Deborah, and thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having
I
me.
can't wait to try this with some of my fly fishing guests, and
Ooh, that'll be
maybe
fun.
you and Jasmine can come visit soon.
Love to.
The garden will be in, so.
And we'll pick some more fresh herbs.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back.